So I told you, right, from next link onwards, you don't have discount for 40 minutes like again. It's like complete link. So we'll be using Teams there. So don't worry about any other issues about the meeting. Okay. So now let's understand the application first. Whenever you say any web application, so what is that application? So what long did it deployed? As a tester, as a manual tester or automation tester, what should understand of it? Okay. So suppose if you take any application, right? Let's take Walmart. So when I hit URL in my browser, right, I'm getting this data. It means my laptop is like a client where I'm hitting. So this is server, correct? Server URL. So once you server URL hit it, the request will go to server, right? Let's use Paint to understand this. Just like very brief, don't worry about anything. Okay. So I have my client, it's called nothing but my laptop. When one hit Amazon.com or Walmart.com, Facebook, Gmail, something, so the request will go to the server. And once you go to server, you'll get the response. Okay, this is completely done by the APIs for the backend application. Completely done by APIs. So once you see the data here, like all this data, right? Whatever is our data here, right? On this page, like anyway, Facebook, Gmail, YouTube, whatever, any website, anything, Netflix, anything on your website. So what is happening is your server is running here with the code. Code is nothing but the application basic code. So whenever application basic code is running, so it should be accessible by everyone. It should deploy on the server. Okay, so let's say I have a logic. Okay, let's say people do want to use calculation. Okay, let's assume that there is no calculator. Okay, and people want to calculate. So what I'll do, I will host one server, says just give me 2 numbers, 3 numbers. To me, I will calculate and give the response to you. You're getting my point? Let's assume that there's no calculator in our laptops or phones, and people want to calculation. So what they'll do, they'll give number 2 or into random 3, any numbers, right? People will give it, and I want to give the output for that one. Okay. So now let's understand how the code will be written, how it is deployed, how we can access it. Okay. So let's create a new project. Okay, let's write calculation. Don't worry about it. All these things we'll explain. First, I'll explain the calculation logic only. Okay. So here everything will be run in the main class. In Java, whatever the code you will be write, it should be in the main class. Okay. So I'll tell you my logic only first. So let's say people will give the input, right? Let's say they will give input a int equal to 2, and I will use int b equal to 4, right? And I want to send the data back, says that a plus b, right? So people will give input 2 and 4 and do this one. So currently this is my local class, right? In my laptop. If I want to ask you to give me data here, can you give the data here from your laptop? No, right? You can't give the data because you can't access my laptop. No. So what I will do, I will deploy the simple main.java class file in one server. Okay, we have a lot of type of variety of servers. Just don't ignore that. So once I deploy in a server, I will get one URL. Okay, like how we get in the URL like this, right? I will get one URL. So, and I will expose my 2 variables there. So whoever gives 2 and 4, it will give the 6. Whoever gives 3 and 5, it will give 8. This is like basic logic. So same way for Walmart, Facebook application, nothing but the people, the developers, they have written the code and they deployed in the server so that you can access it. Clear, right? Very basic out of the how applications are working, web application. Okay. So the where it is hosted could be AWS, it could be a physical server, it could be a Google Cloud, anywhere. Anywhere, once you deploy on the server, once it's accessible internet, you can you'll get one URL. And people who have shared this URL, they can access it. Okay. So the back end, so this is front end, right? So this is the UI code. This is a UI code. It could be written in JavaScript or Java or in a lot of languages out there. Same as like backend code means what in our server on which language it's running on. Okay, it could be Java again, Python, like that. So generally, when you say UI means people will be using React mostly. When I say UI, it's like React JS, right? Or JS. Whereas in the backend application code, right? The application could be Java, Python, like the C Sharp, based on the application. So irrespective of what are the application developed in the front end or back end, Selenium doesn't matter. For Selenium, you can write anything because Selenium will be connected into the browser through APIs only. So whatever the language your backend application is, whatever the application front end is, you can ignore it. Simple. You don't have to worry about anything, right? Because Selenium supports any type of web application. Okay. So now let's understand. So here we'll deal with Selenium with Java. Okay. We'll be learning Selenium with Java here. Means we'll be writing our code in entire Java language to make sure our automation framework works. Whether application is Python, application C Sharp or anything. But here in our class, we'll be teaching a Java and we'll be writing our Java code in a Selenium framework. Okay. So now let's understand how Selenium works really. Okay. Suppose now what I did manual, I opened my browser and I entered some URL. Correct. And I will do some click-led search, cycle search cycle. And suppose I want to click on this one. I want to view this. What I do, I'm just clicking it, right? So till now what we did, we opened the URL, we send some text here and we just clicked it. The same actions will be available in Selenium. Whatever the manual user is doing, right? The same thing. Suppose you want to click on something, we have dot click method. If you want to send something, we have dot send keys. We want to open the URL, we have dot get URL. Nothing. So Selenium is very easy because you should know what is our manually we are doing to open application. The same thing happens in Selenium methods. Right? Suppose I want to do login. So what will do the normal login? We are clicking on here, right? And we're clicking on here, one click, and we'll send that text here. And click on continue. That's it. Selenium has same thing. The only difference is here manually we are seeing, right? Okay, I want to click on this element. I'll click on continue. Right? But Selenium doesn't know, right? How it works. So only thing is we have to find locators of the Selenium. Locator of this element. So for each and every page, right, we have locators. Okay, suppose I want search here, right? Manual, I know because this search with my eyes, right? But how Selenium knows? So we have to pass the locator of this search. We have to pass the locator of sign in. That's it. If you know your locator of the element and you know methods, your Selenium course is done. You can write automation framework for any application. Okay, any applications. Just simply understand how we are doing manually and how to write Selenium code. Nothing. So don't have to worry about Java, Selenium method. If you think in that way, right, it will confuse, will feel difficulty. But just think, okay, I have to hit the URL. What is the method in Selenium? I want to send a text here. What is the method in Selenium? I want to click here. That's it. Selenium is nothing but this commands only, as I told you, right, in starting. Selenium is nothing but this commands. If you know whatever the action you want to do, same thing. Right. So let's say you have test cases now. Let's say open link. Okay. Send. Enter username. Enter password. Click on login button. Let's say this is a common scenario, right? One page. So simple. See, you have to look for what are the elements. How to do Selenium. What you do? Use get method to open the link. Use send keys. Send username. Again, send keys for password. And click on login. That's it. Your Selenium code is ready for login place. Very easy. If you know what you have to do, that's it. I have 4 steps in my test case, right? For login. Say I have 4 methods in Selenium. That's it. If you know, if you compare like this, no, you will feel easy. You don't have to remember, you don't have to buy out anything. Whatever manual you're doing, You just look for what are the methods in Selenium. Okay, so how Selenium works is, okay, Selenium is a tool, right? A Selenium is a tool, right? So if you want any information on Selenium, we have official website of seleniumhq.org. If you redirect to selenium.dev, selenium.dev or selenium.hq to redirect to here, this is our official website. This is official. All the information you will get officially from this website. We have a lot of other blogs where people are helping us how to learn how to do that. You can refer that one also. Right. So how this works is, suppose see, I have written my code, right, in Java or whatever. That code has to come here. I mean, it has to come this one. So let's see. First, if you know how Selenium is working, that's more easy. Okay, this is my Chrome. This is my Chrome browser. Okay, now I have my Java code, which I've written using Selenium library, right? So Selenium has a library. So I've installed my library in my Java code, right? So it's nothing but it will open the APIs with JSON body. Suppose if here, if I write dot, just click it, right? I want to click on something. So I will write click method. So what happens is it will open one API. Okay, with the JSON payload. When I write this, it will open one API and this API will go to Chrome. But generally, people can't access one product to another product. Suppose if you say I have Walmart and they can't talk to Amazon directly. Because Walmart is different company, Amazon is different company. Let's say I have Chrome browser. Can my browser control my laptop in my hardware? Hello? Just let me know. My Chrome browser can control my laptop?
No.
No, right? Because both are different. Whereas my computer, I mean my OS, right? That can control my own OS. Why? Because both are different companies. Same way, Selenium is different and Chrome browser is different because they are not from same manufacturer. True? Chrome browser defined by the Google guys, and Selenium is developed by some other one. So how they'll interact? So that's what they did. No, they had a meeting with browser saying that Selenium guys, we want to do automation on browsers. So please give me access to control our browser. So what Chrome browser guys did? If they give control access, no, they can take the browser, right? They give control access, they'll take entire browser action. That could be like, it could be anything. No, they get source code, or they could mimic the like Selenium browser, something like they can build their own, right? Because they know they get a code. So what we did is both these guys discussed and they developed one more concept called driver. They developed one more concept called driver. So what these guys I agreed, you talk to driver, our Chrome driver will give one driver. It's like a some small version of browser. You talk to driver and our driver will talk to browser, so that there is some security in between. Understood, right? Security. Because now this driver controls everywhere. Because Selenium will talk to driver and driver know, okay, what are the methods you have to do, and this will transfer to browser. So the browser is safe and Selenium is also able to connect to browser. Okay, suppose I written, I want to open the URL, right? Let's say I want to open the URL. So I will use simply get method URL. It means it will open one API and it will tell to driver. So it says Selenium wants to open this URL. Now this driver will talk to browser and it will open the URL. So Selenium works on the APIs. I mean, the backend is it open the API, talk to driver, and driver will talk to browser. This is how Selenium is works. Okay. So whatever the code we have written in the inside, we have to use Selenium libraries, right? So concept is clear, right? Don't worry, we'll go one by one step slowly, we'll understand. But how is Selenium works, that's clear, right? So as a main thing is what you have to give, you have to just give locators. Location of this element, location of this element, and that's it works. So Selenium concept is very easy. Only thing is how you will write in the Java. That's a bit difficult part. Okay. Any doubts? Till now, the concept. So please let me know whenever I'm not able to understand anything, right? So we can continue. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Now, so how to do all these things? So how to write a code? How to talk to other things? Let's go one by one step. So first step is you have to download your IntelliJ or Eclipse. I would prefer IntelliJ as a little bit advanced than Eclipse. If you are already experienced with Eclipse, you can go with that. If not, go with this IntelliJ. So I will download. So let's go to browser. Let's say IntelliJ download. Just simply go to IntelliJ download, right? And you'll see the first link, download IntelliJ. Just click on this link. And you see here Ultimate and Community Edition. Ultimate is like license. Consider free 30 days period. But as for we don't have to come, we are not only company, right? We are using for practice. So you can use Community Edition for free. Okay, simply click on download. See, downloaded. So it's for Windows. Same as way if you for Mac or Linux, you can same again check it on what OS you have to do. So let me know everyone is on Windows or Mac.
Windows.
Okay. Others?
Windows.
Okay. I hope everyone is on other people who haven't responded are Windows only, right? Or the Mac. Okay, let's say I take Windows, right? If it's a Mac, you can just change it. You can download a zip and you can use it. Or there are a lot of other options. You can just Google it for the Mac how to do that. Okay. So once it downloaded, our IntelliJ will be ready. Now we need a Java also, right? So first, if it is Java is there in your system or not, just check it. First to check it, you go to our run command, Windows R, right? If you go to Windows R, it will open run command, then do CMT. I'm opening a simple command prompt. Okay. Now I just do Java hyphen version. Okay. Java hyphen version. If I got Java version like 11 or Java 8 or Java 17, Java 9, anything, it means your Java is installed in your machine already. Okay. If you say Java is not recognized or not internal or external some command means Java is not installed. So first you have to download Java. Okay, how to do that Java? Control T, say Java download. Okay. So you see two links. When you click on Java download, one is Java and Oracle. So go to Oracle. Okay, go to Oracle. Okay, you see it says 19 and 17. So you can use, I wouldn't say 19, that's a very high version. You can Java use 17 or 11. Okay, anything is fine. Java 11 or 7 is fine. Or if it's the older version is also fine. No issues. Okay, if you click on Java 7 here, right, it's asking, click on Java 17. See, Linux, Mac, Windows. So Windows, come to here and click on this installers. Okay, if it's 64 installer, let's do this one. Okay, if you just double click on it, or both IntelliJ and this Java, right, they will get installed. Okay, so to start off with, we need these things, IntelliJ and Java. So clear, right? Right now. So once you open IntelliJ, say already it's there, right? Once you open J, we'll see like this. Say file new. Let's say a file. Let's exit. I'll show you that. Okay. So now once you install, click on install and install. So simply just search for IntelliJ. You will see in our system. Just IntelliJ. Just click on open. So whenever you are facing any issues like installing setuping, right? Don't worry, we'll take a class. On the in the class only, I will ask you to screen share who has the issues. We can set up and we can resolve the issues. If not, we'll have a separate class for them. So don't have to worry about anything. Okay. So once we let's see by default previous open project. Okay. Right. So it's like I told you, right? It's already it's a completely paid classes, correct? You guys are paying money to get whatever learned. So you have to get each and every concept, each and everything to whatever you are paid, right? It's not like free classes, correct? You're not for a year free for like so you have to get whatever to think. So make sure you should practice and learn everything every day. Okay. So once you go to here, you will get like it's already open. But for you, it will show like this one. So simply click on file, new project. Okay. Simply click file, new project. It will show like this. New project. Right. So here we are learning Java. So just give any name. For you guys, like practice, dummy, sample, access, any name. Just give any name. Let's give practice. Just any name, project. And you will see on which location is getting stored. So it will be storing in this my users, there are directory. You can select whatever the directory you want it. Okay. And which language you are working on? Java. So click on Java. So currently you can, by default, if you see IntelliJ, Maven, that's fine. You can put anything here. And JDK, this is important. Which JDK you want. So whenever you download the JDK, right? If you see here in the downloads, so JDK is already there, right? It will automatically install, it will come up here automatically. So simply create practice. So I clicked on Maven. All my structures are will be like this. So don't worry about everything. Okay, you can ignore them. Right? Simply go to our main class. So main class is important. Whatever you do, we write everything in the main class only. Okay, now let's understand how Java and class files are working. Fine. Right. So by default, whatever you open, right, it's called class file. It's main.java is there, right? It's a class. Okay. So class is nothing but one blueprint. Right? Suppose we are building the house, right? In the building the house, what we required? We need a plan, we need a construction elements, we need a labor, we need everything, right? That's entire plan is called class here. To build any application, right? To anything, the class is blueprint. So whatever you write in the class, that will get generated, that will get built. Okay. So when you open first like this, you will see like this one. What are the class file? Or let's create a new separate project. Understand much more. So let's put untitled and put IntelliJ here so that we'll default open the thing. Okay, see it will be like this. If it's Maven, you will get some extra folders. Don't confuse that. See, create a project IntelliJ. That's it. You will see one main class. Okay, so whatever you write in the main class, that will work. So this is the class, main class, right? In the class name, and this is the our main method. So you have to use main method to work on any Java function. Okay, so let's do again. So suppose in the source folder, right click new Java class. Let's say exercise 1. I will give exercise 1 class. What I want to click class 1. Right. So if you see your class name and this insert this class name will be same. Okay. So simply created a class, nothing much. So if you can't write anything in the class. So classes are like only the blueprint. To execute or anything, right? You have to create a main method. Okay. So as of now, we are not sure. Everyone from non-coders, right? We don't have any coding background. So till now, just remember, we have whatever you want to create, anything you want to run, anything on Java, you should create a class. Okay. To execute inside this class, you have to create a main method. So to get a main method, I need to write public static void main. That's bit confusing, right? As a starters, right? We can't remember. That's why we have a shortcut in IntelliJ. Do PSVM. Just give PSVM anyway. Just give PSVM. It will say main method declaration. You see, just click on enter. See, that's what created main method. So till now we understand each and everything. We use a shortcut so that you don't have to worry about how to write, how to get it. Okay. So for any class, main is important. Without main, you can't execute anything. Okay. Whatever you write in the main, say inside this bracket, right, that will be get executed. Okay. So let's say I want to print high, right? I just want to confirm high. So again, I have one line to print it. So again, we are new, right? I can't remember the lines immediately. So what I'll do is shortcut SOUT. This is a print a string to system out means it just prints it. So just click on enter. So whatever I write in double quotes, it will print it. So let's run. So we will run access main. See, it printed high. Suppose I want to print one more thing, I can do SOU2 shortcut. So it opens system out.println. I will say welcome. Welcome new class. If I again run button, you see, right? I can click on run on the top here, or I click on run here. Either way, I need to use main. See, welcome new class. So let's say if I put right? So if let's say I have commented this one. So control slash, commented means instead of deleting a commented means it won't work. Now if you click on run button, see, I can't see run. Or if you click on run button, it will ask what I have to run here. See, because there is no main method. So without main method, you can't run Java class. Whatever you want to run, everything the execution should be in the main method. Okay, so why main is means whenever run it, right, the Java system will look for this class file and then they will look for main. So it will take what are the steps here and it will run it.
So this exercise 1 written is the class name, right?
This is a class name, yes.
And public static void main is the method.
Main method. Okay, inside the class we have to write main. So no, don't worry. We have written that. Slowly we'll understand one by one. If you have any doubts, just let me know at this time only. Okay. So without main, can we run anything on any class file? No, right? No, without main, we can't run, right? So now, but every time I can't use print statements, right? I need to do logic. I need to get something. I need to send output, lot of things. So for that, we need data types. Data types are like basic of our class files. So this data types will help us to allocate different type of things, different components, different sets. That's called data types in Java. Okay, so slowly we'll start with the data types. Data types, suppose, see, I want to do calculation, right? For calculation, what are things required for me? Numbers, right? So if I want to define numbers, there is one data type. Suppose I want to do some concatenating, mean I want to add some words, right? Suppose I want hello plus world. So that's the one data type because numbers are different, right? I want to use decimals, right? Suppose I want to do some percentages. The decimal, that is a different type. So each and every component, whatever we think in the real world, the different things will be available here. Okay. So when you say int means nothing but integer. Whenever you want to define the numbers, right, you have to use integer data type. Suppose, see, like we are in class here, right? Like you are one person, I'm one person. So how we defining us? We are persons. And how we laptop that's machines, right? We're defining in one subset. That subset called int. Suppose I want to do any numbers, I need to use int. My int is my data type and my a is the variable. Let's say int a equal to 1 and define. So I'm telling that a is the variable name, which is a data type of int, means it will store only numbers. When I want to do any logic with the numbers, right, I have to use int data type. Int type is nothing but integer. And variable, you know, right, everyone, variable nothing but I throughout my entire class, I will be using this variable. So that one will be in the variable so that I can use it. Same as like I want to define another variable of int b equal to 2. So we have to semicolons because Java or this Java, right, or this thing will know this is one of the one line, means one statement. If you don't use semicolon, we'll get error. See, it highlighted small red color. Expected. So each and every line end with semicolon. If you see, each and every line means Java will think that, okay, this is one line. This is one line, one line, one line like that. So now I can't give number of words like here. Suppose int c equal to, okay, if I give one word hello, I can't give. See, I'm getting the error. Cannot result symbol hello because I don't know what it is thing. Okay, so whenever you have to define the number things, it has the integer. Okay, so now I want to sum, right? What what is output of this 1 and 2? 3. What is 3? This is number, right? Again. So that's why I'll do output of int c equal to a plus b. Means I'm telling that whatever you do a plus b, the output I'm assigning to c variable, which is a data type int again. So now if I print here, right, I want to print this c, whether calculate or not. What I will do again, SOUT system out dot println means I'm telling my system to out what are the variables out using this variable in the println. Let's do C. Simple. Just run. If you run this program, you'll get a 3. See, we got hi, welcome new class, and 3. So one of the data type is integer. Okay. Same way, now I want to do print this, right? I want to assign the words now here. So to assign the words, we have string. You have to use string, a class or called data type to define the words. Right? Suppose let's say string, like how we define, right? Same way I defined the capital S string here because it's a class string. Right? String name equal to, in double quotes, I have to define hello. Whenever you're defining any words, right? Any words, you should be defining double quotes. Then only we'll know it is one set. Otherwise, if you don't define double quotes, right? H, E, L, L, there it will like single character. So whenever defining words in our Java, you have to use string class. How we define the integer data type, a string as one of the data type or class. Right? Suppose I want to print this one, right? So SOUT, simple give the name here. What are the name? What is the name variable? Hello, right? It will print hello. If I run this, it will print hello. See, we got hello. Now let's do, I define one more word here, string. Okay, name 2 equal to world. Right? So now if I do name plus world, what will happen? So name plus name 2. Do you think they'll give like this? A plus B is like 1 plus 2 plus 3, right? But what will happen? Hello plus world.
Hello world.
Yeah, hello world. Because plus is nothing but when you're using a strings, when you're using a plus, nothing but concatenation, means merging. The same plus used for number, it is adding it. But if same plus used for strings, right? If you're using strings for plus, it's concatenation, means I want to merge the numbers, merge the words. So you got hello world. Right? Plus is nothing but concatenation. If you want to use multiple strings in a one single line, right? Then you can use this one. Suppose without plus, I can't write like this. Because this is not an unexpected variable. This doesn't know, right? So you cannot resolve the variable name 2. So now that's what to add, because these two are different things. I will use plus. So that's why I got hello world. Suppose now there is no space, right? I want to add a space. So what I'll do again, one more plus, and I'll put double quotes, no space here. It says I want to print name, then some space, double quote, and again name 2. If I run this now, let's see, hello got space 4. Okay, yeah. So this will be ending in 2 minutes. So please join the meeting again, right? And the same link now. I told you, right, from the real class onwards, this header won't be there. Okay, I'm just ending the session. Please join again, same link now. We'll continue there. Okay.